Hello everyone, I am Chandana C. I am presently pursuing second year MCom in GFGCW at Holenasipura. Today the topic of my presentation is wholly owned subsidiary. Let's see the agenda or the content what I am going to discuss today. The agenda of wholly owned subsidiary. What is wholly owned subsidiary? Ways to be done wholly owned subsidiary. Company Act 2013 of wholly owned subsidiary. Examples of wholly owned subsidiary. Merits, demerits, and lastly conclusion. Let's talk about one by one. Meaning of wholly owned subsidiary. A wholly owned subsidiary is a company whose common stock is completely owned by a parent company. Wholly owned subsidiary allow the parent company to diversify, manage, and possibly reduce the risk. In general, wholly owned subsidiary retain legal control over the operation, production, and process. Here you can observe completely 100%, where the parent company invests 100% shares of another company, then it become an wholly owned subsidiary. When it invests 99% of shares of another company, then also it will not become as wholly owned subsidiary company. Here the 1% also matter, as you know that subsidiary where it has only 50% of its shares are owned by the another company, then it is called as subsidiary company. Here the 100% is required to become as complete control to the parent company. The parent company where hold the wholly owned subsidiary company, it of course it has a diversification of management, and it reduce the risk of the parent company, and it manage in the different way. In general, wholly owned subsidiary retain legal control. Here it have only the legal control to maintain, it not have any decision making control or not have anything to strategy to make over the company. It only the legal control over the operation, production, and process. Continued. In a wholly owned subsidiary company makes 100% investment market in its equity capital and thus acquire full control over the foreign company. Some company like to have full control over their operation in the foreign country. This company prefer this mode of entering into the international market. These companies will prefer this mode of entering to the international market. Some of the company prefer wholly owned subsidiary way to enter into the international market. Let's take one example. Here the XYZ is a company which is manufacturing a pencil. XYZ required a raw material to manufacture a company. The raw material will available from the ABC company. Note ABC company, which is the foreign company. Here the XYZ think that to invest 100% investment market in its equity capital, thus to acquire the control over the foreign company. Here the ABC company is a foreign company. When the XYZ is acquired by XYZ acquired the ABC company, it will become an wholly owned subsidiary company, and it XYZ now it have a full control over their operations. Now have full control of ABC company by the XYZ company. Here the XYZ become an wholly owned subsidiary company. ABC become an wholly owned subsidiary company to the XYZ company. This can be done in the two ways. Company set up new firm in the foreign country has a greenfield venture. Here the question arises, what is greenfield venture? The greenfield venture means where the business enter into the new market. It is enter into the new market, it start from the first without helping of another business. Without the help of another business, it should be start up from its own way, and it constructing its facilities from the start. And next, the company acquire an established firm in the foreign country. It then uses that firm to manufacture and market its products in the host country. Here the company will acquire another company in another country which is already get an well name and fame in the market. Now the company will become an wholly owned subsidiary company to another country company which is going to acquire. Let's talk about the examples of wholly owned subsidiary. We all know that we are all stay in the connect with the social media, so I have taken this example which is easily to understood to all. Nowadays we observe that when we open WhatsApp or Instagram, we can see in the bottom of the line like from Facebook. Here the Facebook will purchase the WhatsApp and Instagram as an wholly owned subsidiary. It given an 100% shares. WhatsApp purchased by the Facebook from for 19 billion USD in 2014. Instagram purchased Facebook 1 billion on April 9, 2012. WhatsApp shares information with Facebook such as infrastructure, technology and system to ensure that the both companies are safe and secure. With the acquisition of WhatsApp, Facebook not only removed the biggest competitor but also able to have the large influence of social media network. It also removed the Facebook use and strategy to remove and biggest competitors over it, and it influence in the social networking. Let's take another one example. I think you have well known about Volkswagen Group. It is the German company. The German multinational automotive manufacturing company sell passenger cars under Audi, Bentley, Lamborghini, Porsche, Seats and Skoda. Volkswagen brought that controlling stake in the seat in 1986. Volkswagen has purchased many different company stakes in different years like Skoda in 1994, Bentley, Lamborghini in 1998 and Mans and Porsche in 2012. It can control over the many different car manufacturing company over its control, and it become has wholly owned subsidiary company. Next, let's talk about the Company Act 2013 provision under wholly owned subsidiary. Company Act 2013 has a domestic company under the tax law and eligible for all exemption, deduction, benefits as applicable to any other Indian company. As the domestic company, it will be eligible for the exemption, deduction in the tax law. Funding can be made in the form of share capital, and loan. Wholly owned subsidiary companies regulated by the Indian law. The fund can be made in the form of loan, or you know that 100% share capital required for the wholly owned subsidiary. All types of business activities are permitted such as manufacturing, marketing and service industry. Where 100% foreign direct investment is permitted, no prior approval from the RBI is required. No approval is required for the 100% FDI to the wholly owned subsidiary. Next, let's see the merits of wholly owned subsidiaries. The parent company has complete control over its operation in the foreign country. When the parent company has invested 100% share to the wholly owned subsidiary company, it's have full control and it has like a owner. It has decision making control and whatever else the decision should be taken by the company, it should be asked the parent company to take any decision, and it's have full control over the wholly owned subsidiary company. The company need not reveal its trade secret as it is in the complete control, and the wholly owned subsidiary company has become as a family member as a parent company, and it does not reveal any trade secret to the trade market and trade sorry trade secret has its completely control it like a family, and like a parent company, and like daughter or son, like that. So it does not reveal any secrets over there. Let's talk about demerits. Since the investment required by the parent company is 100%, it is not feasible for the small and medium investor to form a wholly owned subsidiary. 100% investment is required to wholly owned subsidiary. Here the 1% also matter. Here if the 1% is not available, and it will not become as wholly owned subsidiary. So it is feasible to the difficult to medium and small scale investors. Next, the loss incurred also have to be borne by the parent company. As it become as a member of the parent company, has become all the losses should be incurred by the parent company. If any losses occurred in the wholly owned subsidiary, all losses will be burdened to the parent company. Lastly, conclusion. Wholly owned subsidiary allow company to easily increase the influencing through purchasing already established company in the field. It is easy to purchase already established company in the trading market. But however, having the fund need to purchase another company may be a quite slip for the companies who are not already established in their own field. Hence, this method may be a realistic for some. It's quite difficult for the some companies who are not already established in their own countries, have not get their good name and fame over that country. It is difficult to purchase the another company from the another country. It is quite difficult for the small and medium investors also. Thank you for listening my audio presentation. Thank you all.